You're on mute.
Adam, welcome to Fight Week. Just curious for you, I just asked Logan the same question. How is this fight week compared to last year? A little more familiarity with the PFL, but it's a bracket, it's the World Tournament. Things are a little more simple to understand for fans, for fighters, for everyone involved. What is this fight week compared like to last year?
I mean, for me, it's almost the same. Obviously, I like it better because it's in Florida, you know. I had to just drove here and it was so much easier. But I feel it's just a regular fight week for me.
And when I talked to you about a week or two ago, you mentioned just how the life of a fighter is not an easy life. Now that you're here, I know that training and no fight is ever easy. But is this kind of like where we're getting closer to the easy part because you're going in and being able to do what you love?
Oh, definitely. After tomorrow, after the win, it's gonna be the fun part is coming. You know, I can eat. I'm gonna have energy, everything, and just do what I love.
Last one for me. I know you're excited to get back in there. Is it more excitement to just get back in there and compete again, or are you more excited to have this opportunity to once again prove yourself as one of the very best in the world?
So in the last year, I learned a lot. I really know now I am one of the best 145 around the world, and I just want to prove that. And I grew a lot in the last couple of years. I mean, I wasn't too active because I had some injuries and everything, but I grew a lot, and I just want to prove that, show everybody who I am.
Any more questions for the Zoom? Did you have another one, Mike? Okay. Take it away.
Jonathan Ramakan, Fight Bananas. Just like you mentioned, you have one fight in the last 3 years. What are some of those tools that you've developed and been able to sharpen over that time?
I think I had two last 3 years.
One fight?
Yeah, I fought Pitbull, and after I fought, but anyway. I mean, I was kept training. I kept training, you know. Of course, I had a big surgery, you know. I had a long recovery, and last year I got hurt again, but it was like 2 months recovery, so it wasn't too bad. So I was kept training, and I think I grew a lot, and also mentally and physically, I'm so much better than before.
You talked about in the new PFL video representing Hungary, right, as your country. What does it mean to you being able to do that in this new tournament format?
Represent my country means everything to me. I think I just put Hungary on the map, and before me nobody fought in a major organization. I could fight for a title also in Bellator, and I'm just happy to represent my country and show the next generation we can do it also. And I think I show the way we can achieve this also.
Now, you had to modify your game last year without the elbows. Elbows are back this year. How excited are you for that?
I'm really excited for that. You know, I really like to use my elbows and knees. I'm happy for that.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi Adam, Elle Dawson with Fight Bananas. You've been very vocal about your concerns about Jesus Pinedo missing weight. Obviously he had a big weight miss that resulted in a fight cancellation recently. How concerned about that are you, and should he miss weight, will you still fight?
Depends about how much he makes, you know, because if he miss 3, 4, 5 pounds, you know, he can be the next day 180 or something. That's not right. And also, if you miss weight last time, you should make weight or move up, because I'm a pretty big 145er. I walk around also 170, 172, and I'm always eating clean all day, every day, all year, and it's not easy for me, so everybody has to be professional.
You spoke about your injury. You fractured your ankle and had to pull out against Brett Johns. How difficult is it to stay healthy when you're fighting so many times per year in the tournament? And are you happy that there are fewer fights this year?
Yeah, I was a little bit stupid because I trained a guy who I'm not supposed to be trained. It was like an ego fight, and he did a crazy move, so it wasn't like overtraining or something. And it was really bad because I think that fight could be my easiest fight in my career. Sorry about Brett, but he's a 35er, and you know, and I supposed to win the $1 million last year, you know, so they took a lot of money from my pocket. It's really bad, but I really take care of my body, and I'm 31, but I still feel like 25. I'm the guy who is like really disciplined. My Sundays, my day offs, like I wake up, I go jogging, sauna, ice bath, stretching. That's my Sundays, and I can tell you, during this camp also I didn't hurt, I didn't feel anything because I really take care of my body. I use a hyperbar chamber, everything what I can. I spend my money for my body. I feel like this is the way how fighters supposed to do it.
Absolutely. Last question for you. You already have a win over Jeremy Kennedy, who is in the opposite side of the bracket. How do you expect the fight to go against Mobley? Do you expect to see Jeremy Kennedy further on in the tournament?
I hope, man. I really like that guy. He's a good guy. We have a good relationship. We just meet up, right, and we talk about, and his wife is so nice also, and my wife, they talk each other. I really like that guy, but that's the fight game. I hope he wins. I really like that guy, and I wish him the best.
Best of luck to you. Thank you, Adam.
Thank you.
Your opponent, Jesus Pinedo, has been away from the cage for close to 2 years. Do you believe that lack of activity will play a factor on fight night?
I don't know that. For me, you know, I had a 1.5 years layoff before my last fight, and I was scared about that, but I didn't feel anything. He had so many fights in the past, so I think he has the experience, he can handle that. I'm expecting the best Jesus Pinedo, so I'm ready for that.
And then I saw you were recently training with Michael Chandler again. How was that experience, and what do you think is going to happen in the matchup between him and Paddy Pimblett?
I hope and I know he's gonna knock him out. He's in really good shape. We trained together like many years, like 7 or 8 years. We did so many camps together, and we fought on the same events. I think he's just so much better fighter than him.
Thank you.
Adam, do you feel like you're the dark horse for this featherweight world tournament?
I think I'm dark horse of the 145 on the world.
Okay, love that. I saw a post on your Instagram. It was a great post with you fishing and you kind of today, and it was almost about like your MMA journey. Can you expand on that and talk about what has MMA done for you personally?
So I'm a guy from a village where 2,000 people lives, and nobody really knows what's MMA. And when I was a kid, I always wanted to do martial arts, but I grew up in a small village and I didn't have an opportunity to train. And after I went to high school, I found out a Muay Thai club, and I just fall in love. And since that, I was like, I want to be a fighter. And they said, you are really, really talented. So I started pretty late, like 16 years old, you know. And I felt that's the first sport when I am really, really better than other people. So it's a crazy journey, because I never thought from the village I'm gonna live in Florida, you know. And I think the building where I live now, it's more people live than my village. So it's just crazy story. And I always wanted to be the champ of the Hungarian people. And I feel the love what they send me, and it means a lot for me.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Gentlemen here with Combat Casuals, you made your pro debut at such a young age, and though your nickname is the Kid, You're 31 years old now. How do you feel that growing up inside the cage has helped you face such big moments like this in your career?
Definitely, it's a process, you know. I think everybody has to build his career. Like, I followed small organization, after I went for bigger shows, and after I signed with Bellator, and it's a process, but it's amazing, man. I grow a lot, like person also. So, for example, in the school, I was always like excited when they asked something, you know, like, oh, I have to answer. And I was like, when I started to fight, like, if I fight in front of like 5,000-10,000 people, why I scared, you know? So it's a great journey. I'm definitely who I am because of the martial arts today. So I'm just thankful for the sport, you know. That's why I fly the first time in my life, because the martial arts. I came to the US. So without fighting, maybe I could be just a small village guy, you know. And now I have more experience about the world and everything.
Now, having faced some of the elite names in Bellator, Aaron Pico, Patricio Pitbull, Pat Curran, do you feel that you have an advantage against anybody that could step in front of you in this tournament because you've seen the best of the best at this weight class?
Definitely. I think I fought against really good, tough guys, and I have my experience and just about my skill set. And in Kirkcliff FC, they really know I'm one of the best 145er. I have to just show that. Unfortunately, when I fought Pitbull, I was like without ACL, so I just couldn't cancel the fight. But if I'm healthy, I could be a champion.
Now, you said that it doesn't matter who you'll be facing later in this tournament, but with the possibility of fighting 3 times in August, how do you physically prepare to preserve yourself for that quick turnaround?
Obviously, I'm not thinking about too much. I just focus like, oh, this is my next fight, like usually like in Bellator. But after this, I'm gonna be smarter, and like I just said, I really take care of my body. So I have a whoop, you know. I'm really crazy now, you know. I'm watching every results, and after this fight, I'm gonna be take care of my body a little bit. Last year, I remember when I won the first round. At the weekend when I got home, I went to light jogging, but I'm gonna slow down a little bit. It's definitely hard because of the weight cut also, but I can handle that. My body is pretty heavy, and I'm eating heavy all year, you know, so that's the key for me. I'm not the guy who gained 30-40 pounds after the fight. I never went up 175 in my life.
So last one for me, do you feel any pressure to come in and make a statement in this first fight, considering you've been out for about a year now?
No, not really. I just want to enjoy the process, you know.
Awesome, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, Adam, that was it. Thank you so much. Appreciate your time today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too.